All right, good morning to those in the studio and to those online. Great to be here with you today. My name is Karen, coming to you from Vermont Salt and Sand Studios. We do have our special guests in studio. They will not be on camera today, but today our focus is on stillness. So finding that point in your posture when you can calm, and maybe there's some stuff going on in your head, but you greet it and you allow it to go on its way. So we're going to start seated, nice long spine. Feel the connection of the sitting bones with the earth. A little tuck of the chin. The head presses back almost as if you're pressing it back into the headrest of a car. Hands can be wherever they feel comfortable. We're going to take a nice big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. 2 more of those. Return to a natural breath. And consider the last time you came into stillness. Stillness of the emotions, of the body, of the mind. And perhaps you can't recall. Don't worry about it. Just consider what that might mean to you. Take the first 2 fingers of your right hand, place them between and above the eyebrows. Your ring finger rests on your left nostril and your thumb on your right. Block the right, inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Take that again, in through the left. Exhale right. One more time. Opposite way, inhale right. Exhale left. In to the right. And out to the left. One more round. Drop your hand, breathe in through both nostrils. Exhale through the nose. 2 more times. Natural breath, shrug the shoulders up to the ears. Press them behind you, release them, breathe out. 2 more times. And then up and forward. Finding the release. And after your 3rd round, drop the hands by the sides, the palms face forward. Draw the navel in and up. Slowly sweep the arms out and up overhead. You'll press the palms together there, and maybe you take a look upward even if your eyes are closed. On the next exhale, draw the hands together at the heart. Find your way into a child's pose. Coming face down, knees nice and wide, arms stretched long in front of you, and your head is resting on something. That could be the backs of your hands, the mat, a prop. Feel the breath moving up and down the spine, and across left to right and right to left, across your low back, your hips. Consider an intention or the motivation for coming to your mat today.
Slowly rock your head a little left and a little right, as if you could imprint that on your gray matter, on your third eye, on your forehead. And then pause here, finding a point of stillness. Maybe if your mind is racing or thoughts are entering it, you can kind of greet them, say hello, shake your hands. Let them float away. If they're important, they'll come back later. Choose to give your body the healing of stillness. We'll meet in a tabletop.
Nice strong spine. Allowing the fingers to be wide. Your choice here, any movement that makes sense for your body, cats and cows, hula hoop, circles with the hips, swaying left and right. Hip circles, you could do a couple versions. Wherever you are, meet back in stillness with a nice strong spine, some real estate between your shoulder blades. We're going to float the right leg off the mat. Square up the hips, float the left arm off the mat. Powering up your right glutes and your right hamstring. Knee and elbow draw together. If you're too wobbly, you can always bring the hand down and just use the knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Take that twice more. Hand comes down to the ground. We take a peek over the left shoulder and then sweep the right leg above the left calf, bringing the shoelace side of the foot onto the ground. We're going to glide the front of the right hip toward the left heel. So it pulls it away. Opening up that left glute. If you have a little bit more space to flex, you can tuck your right toes under, float the knee off the mat, and reach that heel farther away from you. Maybe take one extra breath here than you might normally do. We'll return to a three-legged tabletop. Draw the knee toward the right elbow. Inhale, lengthen, and bring the knee down to the mat. Left leg floats long and strong. Right arm floats in front. Pause, square up your hips. Use the belly. Knee to elbow 3 times. Hand returns to the mat. Left leg sweeps above the right calf. We take a little peek over, drop the shoelace side of the foot onto the earth, and then glide the leg away and back. Left hip toward the right heel. Maybe this side feels different. Perhaps you tuck the toes under, lift that left knee, and stretch the left heel away. Return to a three-legged tabletop, left knee toward the left elbow. Inhale, extend. Knee returns to the mat, square everything up, walk your hands forward 2 inches, downward dog. Taking your time to pedal things out. Maybe move the heels left to right. Move into stillness, finding the posture that suits your body today.
Super slowly peel forward to a plank. Pause.
Exhale, lift the hips, down dog.
Inhale, heart forward, plank.
Breathe out, down dog.
Once more, forward to plank.
Downward facing dog.
Rise up to the tiptoes, bend the knees so they almost touch the mat. Press your chest toward your thighs. Look past your hands, pause here, and take a walk to your hands, forward fold. Uttanasana. Maybe you take a ragdoll or a little sway. Any other bind that appeals right now. A halfway lift along flat spine. 2 rounds of breath.
And a fold.
Rise all the way to standing, unraveling nice and tall.
Hands to your heart, Samasthihi. Close your eyes. Feel the feet connected to the earth. A little lift of the inner arches, like you're grabbing the energy of autumn. Moving it up the inseams to the hips, to the shoulders, to the crown of the head. Hands drop by your sides, reach them overhead. Take a hold of your right wrist with your left fingertips. Give it a little tug. Exhale, tilt over to the left. Lots of energy in the outer edge of the right foot. Open the heart, spread the ribs. Inhale, lift up, switch your grasp, a little tug of the left wrist, and then a tilt. Lift back up, exhale, forward fold.
Halfway lift.
Exhale, forward fold, step back, high plank. Low plank, maybe with your knees down, maybe not. Heart forward, your back bend. And downward facing dog.
3 beautiful big breaths. Make your way to the front of the mat, a hop, a skip, a walk, a jump, your choice. Forward fold, rise up to stand.
Arms draw into a cactus shape. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, tilt the tailbone slightly forward. Fingers like you mean it. Lift the toes off the mat, spread them wide. One at a time, starting with the pinky toes, return them. Rise up to the balls of the feet. See if the heels can reach straight up behind you and bring them back down. Interlace the hands behind your low back, or you can just hook your fingers. Open up the heart, the collarbones. Sit into a chair pose, bound with your hands. Imagine the thighs are spinning toward one another. And with soft knees, we find a fold, maintaining the bind.
Hands release to the mat. Halfway lift.
Ardha Uttanasana. A forward fold, left leg to the back of the mat for a runner's lunge. Take your time. Set yourself up. Heart reaches forward. Belly energy draws away from your thigh. Find some stillness. Slowly, we're gonna lengthen the right leg. Pressing into the heel, we lift the ball of the foot off the mat. Heel forward, runner's lunge. Again, lengthen the front leg, release the ball of the foot. And a runner's lunge. Once more. Left hand down, right arm floats high for a twist. If your shoulders are cranky, you may bring the right hand to the low back. Pressing into the big toe mound of the right foot, drawing that knee straight forward. The left kneecap is drawing toward your quad. Long spine breath in, twist, twist, breath out. Right hand drops to the mat. Back knee taps down. We untuck the toes. Anjaneyasana, your knee down lunge. Your hands might come over your head in cactus or by your sides. I like by my sides because it helps me open my heart more, but your choice. This is your practice, not mine. Close your eyes. Notice the balance of the body. If you feel wobbly, move the right foot out to the right. Find your breath. Left glutes, left hammies are activated, protecting your low back. A little more energy in the heel of the front foot and the top of the back foot. If your arms are not overhead, join us there. We'll take an east-west twist, left arm forward, right arm behind, gaze moves toward the right thumb. Maybe you sink a little more into the front knee. Come forward, arms overhead. Half split. Ardha Hanumanasana. If you have a full split, feel free to take it. If you need a block under your front thigh, go for it. Imagine you're kind of dragging the front heel backward. Tractioning the back leg toward the front. We'll move our way into pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana, placing the front foot on the mat. You tuck the back toes under, lift the hips, shorten your stance. I'm going to grab blocks for this. Are there enough blocks? Yeah. Jennifer, do you need some? Okay. I can give an extra one.
It's okay.
I'm good. Hips are squaring up. Back leg is powerful. The anchor of the posture. If you'd like to take a little reverse, left hand down, right arm high. Right hand down, step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift. Hands plant, step, step back, high plank. Making your way to a low plank, or you can go express to down dog. That's your choice.
Settle into the down dog. Find a moment of stillness. Feel all the parts of the body, where they are in space, what they're doing for you. You might move the left foot a little bit more to the right. Float the right leg high and open up your down dog. Ankle circles might feel good. Re-square the hips, lengthen the leg, draw the knee to the nose. Lift it back up. The foot returns to the mat. We take that to the other side. Three-legged dog. Open it up. Square up the hips, lengthen the leg, knee to nose. Extend. Downward dog. Make your way back to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Unravel all the way to standing. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Lift up to standing. Find your forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale for your fold. Right leg steps way back, runner's lunge. Now that you've made all your adjustments, find some stillness. Press into your front foot, lengthen the leg, fold over it. Peel the ball of the foot away from the mat. Come forward, runner's lunge. Pause, shoulders open. Lengthen your front leg, fold. Lift the ball of the foot. Runner's lunge. And one more time. Return to your runner's lunge. Collarbones remain open, belly strong, right hand down, left arm high twist. These are beautiful. Press into the big toe mound of that front foot. Long spine breath in, twisty twist, breath out. It's as if the navel is orbiting the spine. The left hand down, back knee drops. Anjaneyasana, knee down lunge. Squeeze those right glutes, the hamstrings. If you're grabbing the mat with your front toes, release. Press more into the heel. If your arms are not overhead, let's meet there. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift from the bottom of the pelvis all the way to the throat. East-west pose, right arm forward, left behind.
Torso forward, arms overhead. Half split Ardha Hanumanasana. Finding stillness here, maybe release any sort of competitive spirit with yourself about how close the heart or the nose gets to the shin. More about the heart reaching past your feet, past your mat. And then let go. Pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Step forward, forward fold, Utkatasana, chair pose, one more time. I never say last. Hands to your heart. Energy in your right foot, the left knee lifts upward. We're going to step into a crescent warrior. Taking your time, maybe working through a bird, airplane, your choice. Open up, warrior two. Lift your front heel off the mat. Sink deeper. Stay deep, bring the heel down. Don't forget your glutes here. Front palm flips, reverse your warrior. Take your half bind if you like to. I'm going to dance this warrior, a side angle. Back to a warrior two. Reverse. Side angle. Warrior two. Reverse. And side angle. Finding any variation that works for you here. If you like a half moon, this is a good place to take it. Finding stillness, finding power in the body. Once again, a warrior two will reverse it just to windmill the hands inside the front foot. Come to the ball of the back foot. And heel toe the right foot all the way to the edge of the mat. Lizard twist, you can drop your back knee if you like. Toes point outward on the right foot. Hand inside your thigh for your twist. If you like a quad stretch, take that here. And we move into lizard pose. Dropping the back knee, right toes point forward, foot peels open like a book. Maybe you remain with your hands under your shoulders or you draw your forearms to a cloud with mat.
a polarizing posture to be sure. Maybe you just find the breath, focus on that, and then let it all go, softening into the posture, moving the pelvis forward rather than down. One at a time, the hands plant under your shoulders. Foot returns to the mat. We step into a wide-legged forward fold. Left fingertips on the mat under your nose, left knee bends, right arm opens high. A twist to open up the IT band on the right side. If you're not feeling that, come to a half lift for your twist. If you're not feeling that, maybe you unbend your left knee. If you're not feeling that, maybe you move your feet closer together. Switch this up. Right fingertips on the mat under your nose. Right knee bends, left leg extends. Find your twist. We're twisting from the navel, not the shoulder. Nice, Tina. Left hand down, heel toe the feet closer together. And now it's the final time, I promise, Utkatasana. Energy in your heels, sitting bones as if you could sit down behind your heels. The right knee lifts up, crescent warrior. Open up, warrior two. Adjust and then soften, allowing the posture to simply form. Flip your front palm for a reverse. Side angle. Open up that heart. Warrior two. Reverse. Side angle. Warrior two. Reverse. Last time, side angle. Finding whatever works for you here. Bind, half moon. Extended side angle. Warrior two. Reverse. Hands windmill inside the front foot. Ball of the back foot. Heel toe the left foot way to the edge of the mat. Point the toes out. Lizard twist. Knee drops down if need be. Quad stretch if you like. Back knee drops down. Left toes point forward. Lizard pose. You can always lift your back knee off the mat to straighten the leg a bit more before you drop it down so you're not right on your kneecap.
meet in the tabletop. Any motion or shape that the body's asking for, take it here. It might be child's, might be cat-cows, might be hip circles. And then we find some stillness in tabletop. Keep the hips right over the knees. Anahatasana interim pose. The hands walk forward until the forehead, chin, or chest is on the mat. If it resists, that's okay. Use a prop. Stack your hands. Sometimes shoulders get a little knotty here, so you can bend your elbows left and right and let the fingertips and thumb tips touch. This is a beautiful place to return to your intention or your motivation. And imagine gravity is kind of wrapping itself around your heart, giving you a hug, softening the space behind the heart, across the collarbones, the shoulder blades. Your heart comes closer to the earth. A little tuck of your tailbone, find your way into child's pose, maybe Balasana 1 with your knees together, or Balasana 2 with your knees apart. Allow the breath to traverse the spine, top to bottom, the low back, left to right, right to left. And come all the way back to our bellies, all the way down to the mat. Bring your arms in a cactus shape, elbows the same height as your shoulders, and turn your head to the left so the right ear is pressed toward the earth. If your low back is feeling tight, you might spread your feet a little wider. And then turn your head to the other side. Forehead draws to the mat. You now can take 2 back bends of your choice, or don't make the choice to back bend. It's your choice. Maybe a locust, maybe a sphinx, maybe a low cobra, maybe a high cobra, maybe a bow if you feel open enough. Wherever you go, heart forward, shoulder blades melt toward each other. Low back is long. 3 to 5 breaths in each, and take a few breaths in between. Again, your choice to move into a second back bend, if and when you are ready.
Push our way back into a child's just for a moment.
And then find our way to a seat on the mat with the legs in front. Kind of bend the left knee. Take the right heel to the top of the thigh and across the left ankle, the outside of the right knee for a twist over to the left. Sitting up nice and tall, seeing if the big toe mound of the left foot can reach to the earth. We'll come front and center. Bring that right shin more parallel to the front of your mat, and we'll take stacked logs. If you have a half lotus, you would prefer that, feel free to take it. I'm going to take our twist to the other side. Right foot on the ground, left heel, right ankle across. Come forward, left shin as parallel to the front of the mat as possible for stacked logs. The other, or half lotus the other way. We're going to unravel for Paschimottanasana. Legs forward. Sit up nice and tall, maybe a little bend in your knees. I like to put the arms forward to help me squeeze the shoulder blades together before shifting into the fold. Reminding ourselves that the long spine and the open heart is additive to the opening of the hamstrings. Finding stillness at the bottom of the pose. And your choice to do a core work down to your back or to do a rounded back all the way onto your back. Once there, hug the right knee in. Cut it cross over to the left side of your body for a twist. That top hip is moving toward knee. The shoulder blades are working to connect to the earth. One more cycle of breath. And find your twist on the other side. Bring the entirety of your spine back to the earth. Straighten it top to bottom as it would normally be. Happy baby, knees hug in. Any other posture or movement that your body requires. Maybe legs up the wall. And make your way into Shavasana. Allowing the head, the shoulder blades, the arms, the calves, and the heels to get heavy. You take a huge breath in and let it go. No effort. Stillness. Become aware once again of your breath and deepen it. And let that breath invite some movement back into the body so we can meet in a comfortable seat. You might come to one side first. In our seats, the palms will draw together at the heart. We'll take a moment to close our practice, sharing the merits of it, the stillness, the power, the kindness outward with a chant of Om. It's not required to join in, but if you would like to, feel free. Empty your lungs of all the air. Full breath in. Thumb knuckles connect right at your center forehead. May you find moments of stillness in every day. Namaste. Okay. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Heartfelt gratitude to all of you. And you folks online, I'm going to say goodbye. I look forward to seeing you again. And if you're in Vermont, stop by. Have a great one.